Right, so numerous problems down the line. I have buffed my foundation in with my hands first, literally buffed and melted it in my hands, and I'm using Makeup Atelier's waterproof foundation in Clear Apricot. And I buffed it in with the Nanshy Buff base. I always start with my Makeup Atelier eyeshadow palette. Ooh. Expert. Not quite sure what it is. It's the nude. T22 springs to mind, but I have got a blog post on it, so I will put the exact number down below. So I want a nice big brush and this creamy colour here. Yep. And I'm going to put that all over my base. And then I'm going to start to work in the two darker colours into the outer corners of my crease. That was also a Nanshy shaper brush. Going in with the slightly darker colour into my crease. Really, really messily, because at this point it doesn't matter. You just kind of want it in a C shape. And then taking my very, very lovely crown brush. No idea which this one is. I think it's worn off or it never came with one. Basically it's fluffy, you can see that. I will do this twatty thing anyway. But yeah. I'm just blending that out. Now that's blended, I'm going in with the even darker colour with another Nanshy brush. This one is a little crease brush and I'm going to pop it in my crease. But just the outer crease. It's really difficult because I've got the viewfinder, a big mirror there, and a mirror here. So I'm really struggling on where to look. So if my eyes are doing this constantly, you can take it as I don't particularly like talking to cameras just yet, or you can take it as I'm just staring at myself constantly, which when I'm doing my makeup, I think that's acceptable. And then going back in with the same crown brush. Just an everyday, smoky kind of neutral eye, because I am going out after this, hence why I thought it'd be a good idea to film. So next up, I'm going to do my eyebrows. The Makeup Revolution medium to dark eyebrow palette. That looks disgusting. Eyebrow palette that I have partially ruined. I know you should go in with the lighter colour first, really blend out, but I know how the end product of my eyebrows looks best, especially on photos, because if I do gradient brow, I look like I've got no eyebrow from here to here, and then it's just all brow here. It looks stupid on me. Been there, done that, got the badge, got the t-shirt, whatever. I know how I want my eyebrows to look, so this is why I draw them on this way. So I start by drawing a line underneath all the hairs, well, on the same line as the last hair, across, because I like sharp brows. So I'm dipping my brush a little bit in the wax, and then a little bit in the product, because I like a really strong dark brow, so basically I normally use a wet brush. Frowning isn't a secret way that I like to put it on, it just makes my skin a little bit tighter rather than just having it flappy. So if I go like this, it's a lot tighter, and it means I can get a sharper line. I don't actually know why I chose to use this instead, because I normally do use the same Makeup Atelier palette with the dark brown colour for my eyebrows. But I just thought, seeing as I was using so many different Makeup Revolution products, that I should use this. But actually, the wax, the brow and everything, it looks more natural brow to me, which I guess when I'm going to bingo and to run some errands, I can wear. But normally I would go dark brow, stand out, good for light, good for photography, good for lighting. So like most humans, one eyebrow's gone really well and the other eyebrow's gone a little bit to shit up here. So I'm just going to make them both darker, and then I'm going to show you how I will neaten them up. My flat definer brush, which is literally my most used brush for lips, eyes, making sure that your eyeshadow is sharp. It's really, really heavily used. So much so that I have one of these that's stained red from using it from straight after I do my hair, because obviously This is not natural. That one didn't really need any underneath, but it's just nice to get that kind of highlight going on, even though it's the same skin colour. And then to neaten this one, I will do it in the viewfinder. And I can't do it in the viewfinder. And basically just take out the little bit of eyebrow that you don't want with the brush, and it's gone. Moving on to eyeliner, I always use the Makeup Revolution felt liner. It's got a thin one, which I don't get why people do that, but then when you have a fancy camera it kind of needs it to focus. And then a larger tip, so I always use a thinner tip because I don't want to go in with Amy Winehouse eyes. And I always start from the middle of my eye, draw the flake, and then join it on. New Tweezerman eyelash curlers. These are the Pro Lash curlers, I believe. My little piece of paper is buried underneath now. Max Factor False Lash Effect mascara is literally my favourite, so much so that I don't even bother to take the proper label off it anymore because I use it too much to just warrant it looking pretty. I get through them like no tomorrow. So to get my eyelashes really big, I put one layer on, leave it a little while, go back in, and don't put any more on the brush after you go back in, and just really work it in for minutes on end until you've got the lashes where you want them, and then leave them to set a bit longer, and then I go in again and finish them up. So this I've gone in one too many times on the really wet part, so I'm going to leave them to set and then go back in a little bit later. Go in with Lasting Perfection Collection Concealer Contour Palette. This Makeup Atelier blush palette, which is beautiful. I like this colour here. It's basically like a matte version of what I use because I don't need too much shimmer on my cheeks as I do go heavy on the highlighter. Highlighter is forever and always now Mary Lou-Manizer by the Balm. I did try and buy another one of these because I thought I was going to run out a lot faster than what I have, but I ended up buying like the rosy gold one, and on my skin that just looks like a blush put in the wrong place. So I like to go on the tip of my nose, Cupid's bow, quite heavy on the cheeks. But I just like when you catch a certain light and then these three pieces of your face start to glow. I think that looks really pretty. 2000 Now collection pressed powder. It's £1.99. It's my favourite. It is pale as anything. It's so pale. And then I pop this underneath because I want to pack it on. So this is where I get my oiliest. Pack it here. It does add the tiniest little bit of coverage, but we're talking minuscule, not enough to whack on its own and think you've got a flawless face. MAC Amorous. Right, face is finito. That's pretty much everything that I'll use. I'll list it all down below as well as they do. And now I'm going to film myself doing this half of my hair with GHDs and this half with portable hair straighteners. So stay tuned for my next videos if that's what you want to say. Thanks for watching. Bye.